Good Erev Shabbos. It is time to get ready and turn Friday into Erev Shabbos. I want to thank our generous Turn Friday into Erev Shabbos series sponsors for the year, Mendy Tzipora Fishman, Chus for Chaya, Rivka Tzipora Friedel, in memory of Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, Rav Yaakov Tzvi Ben David Aryeh. All of our learning continues to be a chus for Esther Tehila Bas Ariel Tzipora, as well as for Carmel Shai Ben Reza. Here comes that siren. It is time to turn Friday into Erev Shabbos. There we go. Thank you for joining us. Again, I want to share with you from this week's Parsha. We are up to Parshas Kisisa, and whether you are listening to this on that Parsha or not, it remains relevant nonetheless, because this Parsha includes the warning, the reminder, the beautiful gift, the treasure of Shabbos. Says the Torah, observe and keep Shabbos. It is a sign, it is an oath, it is a symbol, it is a covenant, it is a promise. Look around this world and people are overwhelmed and confused. People are trying to make sense and figure it out. People are trying to look for serenity and peace, and there is no menuchas hanefesh. We were given that gift, we're given that treasure of Shabbos. It's an oath. Our attitude, our relationship with it is a reflection of our covenant, of our relationship with Hashem himself. But there's a peculiar word, Shabbosai tishmoru. Why does it say in the plural as Shabbosai? Multiple, twofold Shabbos. Shabbos is one day a week, not two. Why is it Shabbosai? Hashem says ach. Ach, first of all, is a miyut. Ach eliminates. What is ach being memayit? What is ach eliminating? Not for now. But Shabbosai, the multiple Shabboses, observe. So the Ramban says multiple Shabboses means because there's many Shabboses a year. There's last Shabbos, there's this Shabbos, there's next Shabbos. Since there are many Shabboses, the Ramban writes, Tam Shabbosai Bavorki Shabbosos Hashanahim Rabim. We have 52 Shabboses a year. There are many Shabboses, so it's given in the plural, not in the singular. But the Ksava Kabbalah, Yaakov Tzvi Mecklenburg, has a different insight, and that's what I want to share with you today. A very brief Turn Friday into Erev Shabbos special edition. And that is, says Rav Yaakov Tzvi Mecklenburg, the Ksava Kabbalah. Shabbosai, there are two Shabboses in every Shabbos. There is the negative part of Shabbos. There is what we refrain from, abstain from. There are the restrictions. There are the lamites malachos. There are the creative labors that we don't do. We are at peace with nature. And so we do not plant and plow and winnow. We do not cook and bake. We do not use electricity and drive the car. There are the 39 precepts, 39 prohibitions, 39 creative labors. There's the element of Shabbos, which is shamor. We are observing, we are safeguarding, we are keeping. But then there's another part of Shabbos. There's a second Shabbos we all keep, and that is zachor. There is the positive part of Shabbos, the flavor and the meaning, the attitude and the demeanor, the joy and the satisfaction, the serenity and the tranquility. There are the zmiros and the stories and the games and the time and the divrei Torah. There's the rest, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Shabbosai, there are two parts. There's the physical component. We physically abstain, we physically refrain. We have to learn. There are 39 malachas. They're complicated. They're difficult. And then there is the spiritual. The body rests and the soul rests. That frantic, frenetic life of things buzzing and beeping are answering, are always going and doing, the busyness of life and the obsession and addiction to busyness. We abstain, we refrain. Our body is at rest, but so must our soul be. Emotionally, we move a little slower. Spiritually, we breathe deeply and we slow down. Shvisas aguf levada ikar v'tachlis kiyam aseh shvisas Shabbos. Eina rak siba goremas shvisas v'yishadas hanefesh. So we rest physically in order to create a platform, an atmosphere to promote resting spiritually. So if all you do is rest physically, but you never achieve the result of resting spiritually, you haven't fully kept Shabbos. Says Hashem, Shabbosai tishmaru. Keep both of my Shabboses. Chassidish Sfarim say that's what it means. The Gemara says, Ilu shamru shtei Shabbosos. If only we could keep two Shabboses, miyad nigalan, we would immediately be redeemed. Does it mean last week and this week and next week? Does it mean Shabbos Shuvah, Shabbos Hagadol? Does it mean Shabbos Chazon and Shabbos Nachamu? All kinds of interpretations. Sfarim HaKadoshim say, you know what it means? It means the two Shabboses of Shabbosai Tishmaru. Halavai, if we could keep, if the Jewish people would only observe both elements and both parts of Shabbos, if we would keep and we observe not only the negative, but the positive, to get ready, to be excited, to count down, to prepare, to be able to emotionally and spiritually lean in and invest and marinate and become saturated with Shabbos. Not just on the clock say, yes, 25 hours I didn't do malacha. Check. 25 hours I didn't cook, I didn't heat, I didn't separate the jelly beans. 25 hours I didn't turn on a light. It's not just a check mark next to what I didn't do, the shamor, but can we put the check mark next to the zachor? Did we create that atmosphere and that attitude? Did we tap into it, and are we changed? Did we prepare, and did we savor? And did we not want to let go? Did we hold on to Shabbos on Motzei Shabbos? So you see this beautiful insight of the Ksava Kabbalah. Ach es Shabbosai tishmaro. Ach, just keep Shabbos. Just keep Shabbos doesn't just mean the physical and the labor part of Shabbos, but it also means the attitude and the demeanor, the zachor part of Shabbos. That's what needs the most work. If we want it to be l'dorosam, if we want generations to love and to keep and to count down to Shabbos, then that's what we need to project also, is that love and that energy of Shabbos. And it begins now on Friday, turning it into Erev Shabbos. Shabbos is so great, we love it so much that even before the Isser Malacha, even before the negative refrain, passive start begins, we are already actively involved, invested. Tosefah Shabbos. Not only do we accept Shabbos early, technically, but we accept Shabbos, the theme of Shabbos, when we turn Friday into Erev Shabbos, when we set our table and we play that music, change our clothing, when we are prepared even earlier. Wishing everyone a beautiful, a holy, a happy, a heilig, a Shabbos. Observe and keep both parts of Shabbos. Halavai, if we can all keep both parts of Shabbos, then Amir Hashem will have the Geula. Have a great Shabbos. Shabbos. Ayay Shabbos. Ayay Shabbos. Have a great Shabbos, everybody.